I'm just checking my connection to make sure all systems are go. Yes. All right. Perfect. Let's see what it looks like from this end. Okay. All right. So, love and peace, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with God. Um, Man, the topic today is what does it mean to be saved, right? What does that really mean for me, from my own perspective, right? What does it mean to be saved? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. But first, before we get into the topic of what does it mean to be saved, I have a couple of amazing announcements. I'm super excited. The first announcement is that this week I am going to be launching my online virtual yoga classes. I'm super excited for this because it's something that's kind of been in the works for a minute. But starting Wednesday, this week, February, I think that's the 10th, right? February 10th at 7 p.m. is my first virtual online yoga class. So I hope you all come and check it out. It's going to be an amazing class. It's going to be hosted on Zoom. But to sign up, you're going to go to my website, which the link is going to be in the comments or in the description. So you're just going to go to www.dreamyoga.org, find the yoga tab, and right there you'll see all my virtual classes. The first class is going to be on Wednesday, and it's actually going to be on Zoom. So you just sign up for the class. It's going to give you a link to Zoom, and then you just click the link when the class is getting ready to start. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a way in which you can not only interact with me, the instructor, but with other yogis and practitioners on there. I'm going to take you through an amazing sequence that is going to just be amazing for both your body, your mind, and your spirit. Well, your mind and your body and your spirit. And I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to break it down, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing class. So I'm super excited for that. So please check it out. This description the link is going to be in the description, right? The last announcement is that I'm going to be starting back midweek meditation, and that, in addition, is going to be taking place via my website, right? Before I was doing it on Instagram Live, but I just decided to go ahead and host it on my website. So that's a free event, right? So every Wednesday at 10 a.m., just go to my website, sign up, click the link. You'll be taken to the class, and it's absolutely free. So I hope to see you all this Wednesday in midweek meditation, but then also in my yoga class, right? All right. So let's get into the topic. What does it mean to be saved, right? So the way I came about this topic is because, we all kind of just, as they say, we all fall short of the glory of God, right? And some of us find it harder than others to kind of like just get back on that saddle. And, I'm no different. Like last week I was talking about sin and how, we're all in the same boat and so on and so forth. And, so I'm definitely one of those people who have fallen off the path. And I think that for most of us who kind of consider ourselves saved, right, we go through this process, right? It seems to be like a process or a cycle where you're doing really, really well with maintaining like this lifestyle that you are proud of, that you feel as though it's holy, that you feel as though connects you with the divine or with God or however you conceptualize God. And so you're on this path, you're steady, you're strong, you're feeling amazing. And then something happens, whether it be from old habits or whatever, right? And you kind of fall out of your highest nature or your highest self. And it can be, very frustrating. And, here comes all the shame, the guilt, the regret, and everything like that. And so for us people who consider themselves saved, it's like there's this idea of that once you kind of commit yourself to living a certain way based upon your beliefs, that you like there's no room for um, not error, but things have to be done a certain way, and um, sinning, I'll just say it, frankly, sinning is looked upon as like, oh my God, if you sin, you're backsliding, right? They say you're backsliding. And so when we backslide or when we sin, it's like, okay, how do we reconcile saying that we're saved, but we continue to do sinful things or things that are not of our highest nature, not, um, yeah, that's not of our highest nature. And so from my own experience, I started to think like, okay, why is this? And you know, I wanna reminisce about my saved moment, right? Just to give some context. So, man, let me see. I remember back when I was living in New York City. This was probably like maybe 5 years ago. I had this experience where I just felt like, you know, God just came and just revealed itself to me, and just kind of started ministering. Um, and one of the things that, you know, this spirit uh, said to me is that, you know, it spoke to me about forgiveness. And it was saying that I had, you know, so I prayed for forgiveness for all the, you know, the less higher nature activities that I used to do, right? And the moment I started to pray for forgiveness, it's like all this love and mercy just started rushing in, and the spirit said to me that, you know, I had already forgiven you for I had, before you even asked, before you even prayed for it, I had already forgiven you for your past sins, the sins that you're committing currently, and your future sins. And at that time, it just didn't make sense to me because I was thinking to myself like, wait a minute, God, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean my future sins? Like, you're presenting yourself to me as clear as day right here in this moment. Like, I am now a devotee, like I'm devoted to you. What do you mean that, you know, I'm going to be committing future sins, right? Um, and now, right, it's understandable because one of the simple facts is that, you know, we are human and we are, you know, we're fallible and we make mistakes. In addition to that, you know, just like we're just human, right? No matter how hard we try, we kind of fall off, like I was just mentioning. And so I'm like, okay, well, if I'm saved, if I, um, you know, if I'm on this path, if I am walking walking a certain walking a certain path, how can I reconcile, you know, my sinful nature? And for me, I because I've gone through this process and it's been years since that moment, and um, me, the ups and downs, right, of living this lifestyle. What I'm starting to realize is that being saved is like I'm redefining what it means to be saved, right? I think my live is no, I think I'm still alive. Yeah. Um, I'm redefining what it means to be saved, right? And so for me, one of the ways that I am defining it now is just this idea of waking every moment and knowing that, and just feeling like, oh my God, today is another day that I have a chance to create. Today is another chance that I get to be, to experience, and it's just crazy because um, not every day, but almost every day, you know, when I wake, I'm filled with thankfulness, like so much gratitude. And I just always say to myself, like, today is literally a day that I get a chance to create something, that I get a chance to like make something of my life, or to make something of life, or to help life some way, somehow. And it just, there's a passion in me for like to just put my best foot forward despite, despite falling down. So while I may sin, my love and my passion for life and the creator and God and the divine and the ultimate and the supreme, it's raging in me. And just like things that you love that you can't stay away from, no matter how rocky the road gets, no matter how much you fall down, no matter how shameful you might feel, or let me speak from my perspective, no matter how shameful or guilty I might feel about certain actions that I might commit, um, like this love that I have for God, that I have for life, to make it better in my own way, just brings me back to, it's like I'm in love with it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm literally in love with God. And so I think to myself, like, is that what it means to be saved? That no matter how, again, how many times I fall, or how many times um, I sin, that my love for the divine keeps me coming back to do better, to get me back on track, or to bring me back to my operating in my highest nature. Like, is that what it means to be saved? And I'm starting to feel like as though that is what it is. Like, um, because there is something truly like amazing about that, right? Amazing about being in love with the divine, being in love with the creator and the creation, right? Because for me, I see them as one and the same. And so, just like how bees are attracted to flowers, um, that love, things in nature that show that love relationship, or that attractiveness, bees to flowers, or what's another example? Um, just being attracted to a sweet scent, or just being in love with something like that. How I feel about the divine, I feel about the supreme, the ultimate, the God, about God. It's this love that just keeps me coming back, no matter, again, how many times I fall or I stray. It's just the attractiveness of God that just keeps me coming back. And in that sense, I've fallen in love with God. And so in that sense, it's like, I think I think that is really what it means to be saved for me, from my perspective, from my understanding. Um, and so it's just kind of, it's just, you know, it's interesting, right? Um, and I'm just wondering, how do you define being saved? Like, right, we all have different ways in which we um, define it. And I love to hear different perspectives, because it's always about learning, right, and understanding. So please let me know what does being saved mean to you, because I would just love to know, right? That is all. That's the message that I feel like I want to get out there. I know I usually do conversations with God earlier, but I had a lot of things to do earlier. Um, but I was like, I can't miss this opportunity. And that's another thing. I was like, I can't miss this opportunity to share my passion and share my experiences that I've been having with God, and so on and so forth. So, um, I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it. And again, it's just, I think that's a part of being saved, right? It's loving that opportunity to do something better, to just wake up and just like, I'm gonna try to give it all, right? I'm gonna try to, even if you don't, it's like, okay, the next day is still another day that I get to just try to be the best, right? Um, so that is it, right? So I hope you all have had a blessed and beautiful Sunday. I hope you all are going, have an amazing week. Again, please, please, please don't forget to sign up for my new virtual live yoga classes that is going to be launched this week. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the first class. Go to my website, sign up for it, www.dreamyoga.org. Click the yoga tab. You'll see the classes there. The first class is going to be this Wednesday, February 10th. So please sign up. It's going to be on Zoom, so it'll give you a chance to, again, interact with me and other students in the class. It's going to be amazing. I have a whole setup, right? I set my dining room up to be like this virtual yoga studio. Got the equipment, so it's going to be bomb, and I'm so excited to get started with that. Last thing, again, last announcement is midweek meditation. I'm going to be restarting that. So on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, once again, you can go to my website. So I was doing it on Instagram, but it's going to be taking place on my website from now on. So you just go to my website, dreamyoga.org, find the meditation tab, and then right there you'll see midweek meditation. This is a free meditation event. We spend about maybe anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes in a guided meditation that I walk you through. And it's just a way to, start your day, right? Elevate your spirit and your mind through the middle of the week, because we all kind of need that pick me up. So that is amazing. So please sure to check that out. All right. So again, I hope everyone have a blessed and beautiful night, and I want to see you Wednesday in virtual yoga class. All right. So love and peace.